Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. The Cavaliers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside, it's Lindsey. Enough to move the chains. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Lopez. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse.
Oh, there's an alley on the left, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Deep in the end zone, it's Courtney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Gets the back moving. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just smothered on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Johnson. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Caught on the RPO. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. Finds his target, and they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Cavaliers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running the red zone. It's Beebe. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back's got it on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Stepping to the right. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Virginia will call its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Beebe. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Sells to fake. Still looking to his right. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Spins away from the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. And wings it incomplete. And the Cavaliers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Cavaliers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A pick 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. wants it here on 4th down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Davis. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The fake wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Turning it on. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside, it's Singleton. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Looking for the marker. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, maybe a double pass. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Jenkins. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break them.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Got to make the play on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Coming out with it, it's Courtney. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with UCF taking on the number 7 team, the Utah Utes.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's the Knights, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Daniels.
This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Cavaliers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. In traffic, it's Johnson. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this.
Deep shot for the end zone. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. In the red area, it's Davis. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Cavaliers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Virginia. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Singleton. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lopez. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
From the gun on third down. Just got rid of that one.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Seminoles will go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Turns up, it's Carter. Breaks into the open.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. Finding some room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to...
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Knowles!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll line up to go for 2. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They're all over it. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Beebe. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback changing the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
A great run, and two things I love. He got the first down, and he got out of bounds, so he can stop the clock. Now this offense doesn't have to panic. They can think about it a little bit more. They can talk about it a little bit more, how they can continue to move the ball down the field and try to get closer in this football game.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Second down, going to throw it. Moving out to the right. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Unloads to the wideout. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Drops back. It's Daniels. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play fake. Look out. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Cavalier. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just left that ball well short.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just not enough on that one.
And this is a tough spot for this offense, man. They've got to create some explosive plays, and the defense knows it. They're backing up. They're playing really, really conservative. Man, you're down 2 scores. You got to find some plays over the middle of the field, wherever. You just got to chew up some grass and get in scoring position.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Escapes the pressure going right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! And the stomping has commenced. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Straight ahead, it's Singleton. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just feeds the running back. Got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Today for this ball club, they come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.